Welcome to the live broadcast here at the Conservatory of Recording Arts and Sciences. I'm David Torres, Internship Coordinator, alongside, how do I put it in the words? Well, we have Mr. Tony Nunez, Manufacturer Liaison, today's instructor, engineer, blessing all these students with his knowledge. How you doing today, Tony?
I'm good, Dave. How are you?
I'm in a studio, man. How else should I feel?
Exactly. It's great.
So, what are we doing in a room like this today?
Okay, today, this is a Cycle 9 band clinic, but not only is it a band clinic, the students get to feel the pressure of the ticking clock over our heads, and we definitely felt it today. It's a good feeling. It's like a good workout.
Nice. Well, they need the exercise, right?
We all do.
Yeah. Well. Anyways, we have a slideshow. Will you mind describing what you see on screen, please?
Well, those are, well, that's a console. That is the console in the room. Basically, this is going to be an array of images from today's session, covering gear, hopefully some mic placement. We have a nice variety of microphones and instruments to play with. There's our session today on the drums. That's a 1947 Hammond keyboard that later we'll be overdubbing, hopefully. So yeah, it's just some action shots of earlier today, the setup process. That's what's going on there.
Perfect. So when it comes to, obviously we go over music production. This is kind of obvious. What else do students get exposed to while here on campus?
Well, everything kind of orbits around audio. So there's the phrase I like to use is all audio avenues we like to prepare them for. And those are just to have different skill sets out in the industry, everything from audio for video games, audio for film post-production, live sound, record production. I'm sure I'm missing things, commercial production. Yeah, so that when they leave here and go off on an internship and hopefully employment, that they have a bunch of things to rely on, not just one skill set. So.
Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and throw it to the guys on the other side of the glass. You can kind of see what happens in a session. After that, we'll be joined by the crew in the live music venue. So thank you very much for your time today, Tony.
My pleasure, Dave.
Have a good session.
Tom 3, Doel.
Can you hear me?
Okay, so something happened with Tom 3, right? Did you plug the cable into the mic all the way?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And we have
Still nothing, huh? Could it be the
Can you
mic
double
panel?
check
Yeah,
the
power.
the mic panel?
Could it be the
Which
mic
one's
panel?
Tom
Right
3,
here.
the smallest one?
Well, the only think of what we changed. We just changed the mic, right? And then you plugged it in.
Still nothing.
Maybe the phantom's off.
I don't know. They
Maybe
Phantom was
the
applied.
Phantom is applied. Just
Let's swap right here.
just pull the cable out and snap it in again. Hey D, give us a second. They're gonna double check that cable. Yeah, and you know what? Switch the mic source as well.
Okay. Switch to
Yeah, go ahead and tell him. Tell me which one it is. We're gonna swap that cable. We're gonna make a change there, Doel. Clear those overs on the piano. Wow, bass sounds really good.
Wait, so what was the issue with the, was it the patch cable?
I just played with all, reseated all the cables that came on.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Live Sound venue here in Gilbert. I am with Third Cycle's Band Clinic and Keith Morse, their instructor. As you can see, the students are hanging out behind me. You guys wave hi. Hello. All right, Keith, what do the students learn to get to today's point for the band clinic?
Well, up to this point, it's all basic stuff, how mic cables work, how mics work. Then I bring them through a mixing console, signal flow through that, all the individual components of a PA, how they all hook together. So at this point, it's been like one channel at a time routing signal to make it work. Today is about managing multiple inputs on stage, keeping it neat, clean, fast so we're on air on time and no one dies.
Awesome. There are some things that we bring from outside to expose the students to other than just the curriculum here. What can you tell me about the outside entities we bring in for our students?
Well, we just had Waves in showing their new console and a bunch of their new plugins and stuff. All the major console manufacturers have been in. Midas, SSL, I think, is coming back soon. That's scheduled soon, I believe. I mean, you name a manufacturer, we probably get them in here if we can. So as much exposure outside of the school we can bring in, we do.
Awesome. Now, as the program progresses, they kind of taper off in Live Sound and then they come back later in the program. What can these guys expect come 9th, 10th cycle?
Ninth cycle will be this console training, the D-Show Surface and Venue software. Cool thing about that is all their software and all their consoles are the same, so that's a good one for them to learn. Then 10th cycle is a wireless class on wireless microphone technology. And then we also have another one of these band clinics in 10th cycle. So today I was up on stage directing exactly how I wanted things done. 10th cycle, they're on their own. Then 11th cycle, we have a theater program that Pete Bish teaches, theater sound design. And then all of our extra certs and stuff like that you can accomplish out of Live Sound. So we got quite a bit.
Awesome, awesome. Thanks. Well, I appreciate you guys letting me crash your party here. When we come back, you'll be out front with Dave, but right now there's a song from Joe Morris and Friends. Enjoy.
is the premier audio recording, sound engineering, and music production school. The place where you can follow your dream of a career in the recording arts. Sound and music are all around us. It's in the games we play, on our portable devices, on the radio, TV, and in the movies we watch. Where does it all come from? Who makes all of this sound and music? Crass people make it.
Hey, it's Dave. We're out here in the lobby here at our Gilbert campus. As you can see from the opening shot, just a sea of gold and platinum records everywhere. We like to showcase the success of our graduates out in the field. Each one of these plaques or awards all represent a very momentous occasion for the audio engineers involved in these projects. As you can see, this platinum record, it's crazy to see Michael Peterson, one of our grads, have such success with this 21 Pilots record, which we wish him continued success in his other endeavors. We have these two here. These are all, like, when it comes to the music production industry, record industry, I'm sure you've seen them before, but these two, however, are not so commonly known, but they're huge in our industry. This is an Emmy. This is also another form of an Emmy award, just depending on the flavor you're choosing. But this one was earned by Benjamin Hubbard, one of our grads, his work with the MLB Network. This one, George Kemper, through his work, he was awarded this with Fox Sports and doing the NASCAR races. So we have a couple spots we'd like to showcase the successes of our graduates. So I'm going to take you to Studio E, our broadcast center, where you're going to see what happens on the other end of this mic and camera. So on our way, you're going to see the Grammy wall. So I'm sure, as you know, every year there's a Grammy season, countless nominations, less wins obviously are involved, but we have graduates that are out in the industry all getting their names on actual nominations and furthermore wins of these Grammy winning works. Go ahead, people. How you guys doing? So I'm gonna take you into Studio E. It can be very hectic, so a lot of people telling people what to do in here. So first example, here we have Zach, we have Corey, and we have Jim at the helm here, making sure that, directing the shots, making sure that these students are doing what they need to be doing. So this is the control room. We have students at the console. What is your name and what is your position today?
My name is Jay Shriver and I'm an A1, and I'm in control of pretty much everything that goes to air.
But who's doing your audio right now?
Who's doing my audio?
What are you doing?
I'm also an A1 today.
Awesome. So with A1, do you just put it directly on the steak, or do you like to cut and dip? No, okay. So what does an A1 do?
We basically just mix the audio. So we bring up the sources whenever we're going to that camera or that source, and then we pull them down whenever we're going to the next one.
Perfect. What about you? And you're doing different sources?
We split the console down the middle, so yeah, I'm doing different sources.
All right, so you don't have to share a fader with two fingers on it,
We were trying to get away from doing that. That was kind of tedious.
All right, well, we're going to go ahead and throw it out to the mobile broadcast unit. So take it away, Becky.
And roll track at Zone Bay.
Crass graduates have earned hundreds of gold and platinum records, received Grammys, and engineered audio for major films and television shows. In fact, the music you're listening to right now was created and produced by Crass students as part of their hands-on Crass education. To learn more about what it means to be Crass, visit crass.edu for videos, teacher bios, curriculum, and more. Be Crass. Be secure in your skills and without a mountain of debt.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. We are now in the MBU. As you can see, I have some students in here hanging out. The MBU is built to mimic Studio E that Dave just toured you through. So as you can see, we have some students here working on the console over here. What's great about our MBU is that this actually goes out to events such as NASCAR and music festivals for our students to get hands-on real-world experience out in the industry. We're actually going to show you some photos right now of different events that our students have attended. As you can see there, they are hanging out at the baseball field over there with the Diamondbacks. They've also done McDowell Mountain Music Festival, MM3, where students were doing all the archiving of video and audio for the event itself. There is Katie with Studer Broadcast Academy, and now you can see we're out at PIR, the Phoenix International Raceway, where the students actually get to spend 3 days out at NASCAR learning about how to mix for NASCAR, which is amazing. Amazing. And as you can see now, Jeff's coming back over here where we're hanging out with the students. As you can see, you were in the video production. Now we're back over here in the audio section. I'm actually going to interview some of these kiddos. I shouldn't say kiddos. Students. All right. So what is your name? And what was something you learned about today's broadcast?
My name is Ryan Barclay Rodriguez. One of the things that I learned about broadcast is how fast-paced that it is in everything that you do in every aspect that's happening here. If you're not doing something, you should be checking stuff. If you're checking stuff, check it again, check it 3 times, just to make sure for absolutely certain that it's going to work every single time.
Awesome. What was your favorite thing about today's broadcast so far?
My favorite thing, I would say that it's all coming together would be my favorite thing, that it's actually on the screen and I can see it for what it is and how everybody else is going to see it on the internet. And I think that's just kind of interesting to see.
Awesome. Those were great answers. All right, we're going to swing you around this way. All right, your name?
Isaiah.
And what is something that you learned about today's broadcast?
Something I learned about today's broadcast was definitely the importance of communication and how it really works during the broadcast. We definitely got a sense of that before, but it really sunk in today when we were doing it. So.
All right. What was the least favorite part about putting today's broadcast together?
I'd say I enjoyed most of it, except there were times when we didn't quite know what we should be doing, and wrapping cables is always the worst. That's always the worst.
Awesome. We'll see you again next time. Thanks.